Well, today is the day that we are answering one of the most common questions that I get asked on YouTube and TikTok is should I buy Nvidia stock? That is what we're going to be talking about today. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you do, smash that like button, subscribe. If you guys want to learn more about trading and how to find undervalued stocks and pretty much strategies, building strategies, check out our school. It's called the Swing Trading Masterclass, private live streams, quizzes, lectures, a group chat. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not alerts or anything like that. It's honest strategies that I've learned over the past 7 years. So click that link, sign up. We have a 50% off sale going on for the first 50 people that use that code. Use code FIRST50 for 50% off. So I'll see you guys in there. Hope you guys all enjoyed this, and let's jump into this here. So NVIDIA. Now, for those of you that don't know what NVIDIA is, you probably live under a rock, but NVIDIA is one of the most popular AI stocks out there. It's actually, in my opinion, the leader of AI, of artificial intelligence. And the reason I say that is this thing has seen extreme growth over the past pretty much 2 years. If we look at the chart here, this thing literally has gone from like $3 all the way up to over $153 in about 2 years, which is like crazy to even wrap your head around. Now, why a lot of people are nervous about this stock is because pretty much since about mid last year, the stock has been just really trading flat. It hasn't been getting a lot of good buying pressure nor selling, or pretty much getting a lot of selling pressure in the past couple of months. So, what's going on? So, there's a couple of things you need to know. The first thing is right now, the United States government paused, NVIDIA for pretty much sending products to China. Now, the reason why they're doing this is because they don't want China to be ahead of the United States for artificial intelligence. So they've done this in the past and they're doing it again. Does this mean that Nvidia can't get around it? I'm sure there's ways by sending it to other countries and then having those countries send it in. So there's ways around it. But one of the things that I do think is important here is right now, Nvidia in China, it makes up about 15% of the total revenue. So it's not like heavy, but if we see a huge decrease in revenue, this could cause the stock to sell off even more and more and more. So another thing I want to look at here is looking at our intrinsic value calculator. So this is in our school if you guys want to check it out. But what we did is we put in the EPS, expected annual growth rate, and the current yield of the AAA corporate bond. It gave the intrinsic value of the stock at about $97. Okay. And given that the stock right now is about $100, so in my opinion, I think that anything under $100 for Nvidia stock is an absolute buy. That's the approach I'm going with. I'm going heavy under 100. I also think the best strategy for Nvidia here is going to be dollar cost average. Dollar cost averaging is going to work really well because if we do get more sell off, which we easily could, you can average down on your shares. So once the stock recovers, your average cost is so much lower and you'll make more money when the stock turns around. There is some other cool things that Nvidia has came out with like investing into US, AI chips, which I think is really, really cool, about $500 billion, which is so much money. So that's exciting for the next 4 years. So I do think all this stuff is good, but, looking at why we're getting a lot of sell off here in the short term is because of this here, which is that statement. The US government has informed Nvidia that it requires a license for exporting pretty much these computer chips to China, including Hong Kong. So I do think all this stuff is to honestly make China and try to have China work a deal for these tariffs. We know tariffs have been playing a huge factor in just the general market over the past couple of months. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, and overall just a very, very risky and volatile market. So you can't be fearful of situations like this, though. Use it as an opportunity to invest into companies you believe in, you understand. And NVIDIA is one of those. I'm a huge believer in the CEO. The CEO actually flew out to Beijing to try to meet and work a deal with China, and I probably will speak to the US. So, there's a CEO that actually wants and will care about this company and where their products go. So that's a really cool thing as well. But I think for me, that's the approach I am doing. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you have any questions, feel free to ask down below. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, check out our school code FIRST50 for 50% off. I'll see you guys in there. Like, follow, and we'll see you guys. Take care.